Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 9th of January 1980, and the title is Your Subtle Dress and Subtle Adornment. Today, while Bap Dada was especially watching the entertaining games of you children, he became amused and smiled. What game were you playing? Bap Dada has given all you residents of the most elevated confluence age, whose life is as valuable as a diamond. You most elevated children of Bap Dada, you godly children, you elevated souls of the Brahmin clan, you long lost and now found children of the confluence age, a variety of dresses with matching jewelry and also an elevated seat on which to sit so that each of you can dress and adorn yourself according to the time. In the golden age, you change into different dresses and wear different ornaments. But it is at this time that you have to fill yourselves with the sanskaras of the different dresses and jewelry with which Brahma Baba has adorned you Brahmin children. However, it was entertaining to see that even though you have such beautiful dresses and adornment, some children still put on their dirty old dress. Do you know what your dress and adornment for Amrit Vela are? Do you know what your dress and adornment for the whole day are? You children have been given a variety of titles by Bap Dada. You have a different set of dresses for the stage of each title and also different sets of adornment for the different virtues. How many varieties of dresses and sets of adornment do you have? You should constantly remain seated on your decorated seat according to the type of dress you wear and the type of sets of adornment you use. Count how many dresses you have. To stabilize in the stage of that title means to wear that dress. Sometimes wear the dress of a world benefactor, sometimes of a master almighty authority, and sometimes of a spinner of the discus of self-realization. Wear your dress according to your task and time. As well as this, also adorn yourself with the virtues accordingly. Put on your different sets of jewelry. Wear the jewelry on your wrists, around your neck, on your ears, and on your forehead. On your forehead, have the awareness of being an embodiment of bliss. This is the chindi, ornament similar to a tilak, but with a chain attached to it. Through your lips, constantly speak of things that give the experience of bliss. This is the necklace to wear around your neck, on your wrist, that is. While working, do so in the stage of bliss. Those are the bracelets on your wrist. With your ears, constantly listen to things that make you an embodiment of bliss. These are your earrings. Your feet should be dancing in service towards becoming an embodiment of bliss. That is, every step you take should be towards becoming an embodiment of bliss and making others the same. This is the adornment of your feet. Now, have you understood this set of virtues? Have you worn the complete set? Similarly, you must wear different sets at different times. You know how to wear this set, do you not? Or is it that when you put on your earrings, you leave off your necklace? Nowadays, people usually wear the whole set. So, you have such a set of elevated jewelry, do you not? Then, why don't you use it? Why don't you wear it? Why do you leave off all of your various beautiful dresses and put on a dress covered with the mud of body consciousness instead? Today, Baba was watching the competition of your dress and adornments and seeing which children remained constantly adorned throughout the day and which children stayed busy in putting on and taking off their dress. One moment they would put on one dress, and the next moment they would take that dress off and put on a dress of a lower quality. They were unable to keep a top quality, beautiful dress on for a long time. So, what did Baba see? Some children even put on bad smelling dress. What bad smell did it have? They put on the dress that had the bad smell of attachment to their bodily relations and physical objects. This bad smell could be smelled from far away. Some put on a dress of dirty skin. They put on a criminal eye dress of looking at the skin. Some children wore a dress of such dirty skin. Others wore a dress stained with dirty marks. Dirty marks means to see the defects of others and imbibe them. There were also some dresses that were very badly stained. The dresses of some were even badly stained with blood. Why were they stained with blood? To commit sin repeatedly means to commit suicide of the soul. Some souls were even wearing the dress through which they committed suicide of their elevated stage. Now, just think about how vast the difference is between the dresses of your elevated titles and those dirty dresses. Elevated souls should be wearing top quality dresses. So, what did Baba see? Some children wore that elevated dress throughout the day and also wore their full set of jewelry and remained seated on their seat very well. However, there were some who were not able to wear the beautiful dress that was put in front of them, even though they wanted to. So from Amrit Vela, throughout the whole day, you must wear your set of elevated jewelry, constantly wear your dress of elevated titles, and adorn yourself with virtues. Then, just as in the Golden Age, the maids carry the train of the dress of the world emperor and world empress, so now, when you stabilize in your stage of dress of the titles, conquerors of Maya, and confluence aged self-sovereigns, then the five elements and the five vices will carry the train of your dress. They will be subservient to you. Visualize this scene of Brahman's 10 heads becoming your servants and following you conquerors of Maya. However, when your dress is just tight, perfect fit and your train is long and loose, then these 10 servants will follow you carrying your train. The kings and queens of today, who also wear long robes so that the servants can carry their trains. If the robes are not long all the time, or you are not tight, strict with your titles, then those same servants will take your dress off you, because it will be loose. Now make your dress tight, fit you perfectly, with determination. Determination is your belt. Tighten the belt of your dress with this determination, and you will always be safe. Your servants will always be dependent on you. You were told earlier of how the vices will be transformed and become your cooperative servants. So, you now know what dress you have to wear and also how to keep it tight. Wear whatever dress you want at any time, but don't wear a dirty dress. Take the benefit of the variety of dresses and matching jewelry. Brahma Baba and Bap Dada have given you the dowry of the confluence age. Although you have made a love match, you will still receive your dowry. Your dowry is your beautiful dresses and sets of matching jewelry. Don't put aside your dowry that Bap Dada has given you and put on the clothes of your previous dowry. Some children not only accept the dowry that Bap Dada gives them, but also keeps their old dress hidden away somewhere to wear sometimes. When your old attachment pulls you, you put on that old dress. You put aside your very precious dress and put on a torn dress. Don't do this anymore. If you are still keeping something hidden away, then burn it. And having burned it, don't even keep the ashes. Throw away the ashes in the ocean and you will remain constantly adorned and seated on Bap Dada's heart throne. If you get off your throne, tak, you would be hung on the gallows. Fasika takta, sometimes of greed and sometimes of attachment. So let go of the gallows and remain seated on the heart throne. You have been keeping your dowry safe, have you not? So now use it. Don't just keep your dowry to one side. Don't just keep looking at it and thinking how very good it is, but use it and claim the first number in this dress competition. You have been told that you claim a number by doing something constantly. Everyone knows how to wear a dress, but not everyone knows how to keep their dress in a constant tip-top condition. Your number is dependent on your being constantly adorned. Will the foreigners or the people of Bharat come first in this competition? You can all claim as much as you want. Outside, only one person in a competition can claim the first prize, whereas here, many people can claim the first prize. Here, the treasure is limitless, and so all of those who come in the first division will receive a first prize. Acha, what are you going to do from tomorrow? Throughout the whole day, from Amrit Vela, remain with the Father and wear your various dresses and remain adorned with your various sets of matching jewelry. From Amrit Vela onwards, wear your dress of the first number. Baba is only going to take such beautifully adorned brides back with him. He is not going to take anyone else. Those who come first in this competition of remaining with the Father will return home with the Father. Those who don't remain with the Father will not return home with the Father either. So, constantly remember this slogan. Constantly keep this tilak on you. I will remain with you and return home with you. You know how much someone can enjoy a competition. Baba shows this competition to Brahma Baba in the subtle region. Because of Brahma Baba remembers you children, Baba shows him what state you children are in. To such constantly adorned idols, to the great souls who understand how important their elevated life of the confluence age is, to those who transform their enemies into their cooperative servants, to such master almighty authorities who constantly stay in the subtle combined form of the self and the Father, to such supremely worshipful and praiseworthy souls, Bab Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Bab Dada's sweet, elevated versions for the serviceable children. The praise of you serviceable children is very great. Because you become equal to the Father, Baba comes to serve you children. You are also instruments, and so you have become equal to Baba. It is those that become equal that are praised. Only those who become equal to the Father can remain constantly combined with Him. If you are not equal, you cannot remain combined with Him. So, to become equal to the Father means to keep your self-respect constantly. Does Baba ever forget his self-respect? So, to be equal to the Father means to keep your self-respect constantly. Are you like this? Just as you automatically remain aware of your body, so too, do you equally remain constantly aware of the Father and service? You don't have to remember your body because it is automatically remembered. Similarly, you should automatically remember Baba and service. If you have to labor to stay in remembrance of Him, how are you going to make others into easy yogis? You need to remain an easy and a natural yogi to gain the qualification of a serviceable child. Now, according to the time, all of your laboring should have finished. If you are still even now having to labor or still have any questions of why or what, then you can't perform your duty. To ask why or what means to stand in a queue. If you yourself are still standing in a queue, how are you going to satisfy other souls and make them content? If you yourself are still asking, how would you become a bestower? To be serviceable means to continue to give and then to receive. Those who are themselves asking why and what are those who keep begging like beggars. Give me power, give me cooperation, make me successful in carrying out this task. To ask like this is like royal begging. So how can those who are in the queue like beggars become bestowers and give to others? Your childhood has now ended. In your childhood, you were given total freedom. You were given the freedom to become sensitive and cry. You were also free to think whatever you wanted to think. However, no longer. You have now reached your stage of retirement. Things of your childhood are not continued in your age of retirement. There can no longer be any questions of what or why. Those who ask such questions are of baby quality. Those who are babies cannot become babies' wives. The contract is now just between the husband and wife. Your babyish stage has now ended. You have to become equal to the father, and so you have to become like husband and wife. Little children are not said to be equal. When a boy grows up and becomes a father, he is said to be equal. So now, finish any baby quality. You should not even think that your sanskaras are not in harmony. You have to make them harmonious. Who would say that their sanskaras are not in harmony? Who would say this one can change or this one won't listen? Who speaks the language of won't or can't? Now it has to happen. You have to say Haji. You must no longer use the word no. All of you are now those who say yes. Are you not? Now stop being limited and become unlimited. You were told earlier that to think of yourself as the head of a zone is also to be limited. Look at the map and see what your zone is. It is just a point. To think otherwise is to be limited. Now, no longer even think that you belong to a particular place or that you are okay at a particular place. Do you want to become the master of the unlimited or of just one place? Don't think that if you place changes, your stage will be transformed. If Baba were to send you somewhere, would you be ready for this? If Baba sends you anywhere, even abroad, you should be ever ready. Baba can send you abroad or anywhere else from here. When you have to go, you automatically receive power. So from tomorrow, shall we start to move everyone around? Acha. When a new bulletin is issued, don't say that you want 1 or 2 years, 2 or 4 months to prepare yourself. Do you have this courage? Anyway, what things do you have that belong to you? If something belongs to you, then it is everything. Whereas if nothing belongs to you, nothing is yours. Whatever belongs to Baba is yours. Everything that belongs to Baba is unlimited And so everything of yours is also unlimited. To be unlimited means that everything belongs to you. Bapdada constantly gives special cooperation to all you children because you are instruments for service, and special serviceable souls are given special cooperation. Those who perform a special task would be remembered first. In the world outside, when you study any particular history, who are remembered first in that history? Those who were special are remembered. Even in the history of the Confluence Age, it is the special and serviceable souls who are specially remembered first. Whenever Bapdada remembers anyone, he automatically remembers those who are serviceable. He doesn't have to be told to remember anyone. All you have to do is become able to receive the return of special remembrance. Baba gives you all the return of your remembrance, but sometimes, because of their carelessness, those who should receive it do not take it. Whatever Baba has, he gives it to you. He gives to everyone, but those who receive it are number-wise. Blessing, may you be double light and remain as loving and detached as a lotus flower by surrendering all that you have to the Father. To belong to the Father means to give all your burdens to the Father. To be double light means to surrender everything you have to the Father. Even your body is not yours. When even your body doesn't belong to you, what else would you keep? All of you have made this promise. This body is yours, this mind is yours, and this wealth is yours. Since you have said that everything is yours, what burden would you keep? Just keep the example of the lotus in your awareness and remain constantly loving and detached, and you will become double light. Slogan: you souls who are embodiments of happiness are easily able to overcome any adverse situations by remaining stable in your original stage. Om Shanti.